Kehlani just did what no one saw coming. And now Chrisean rock is catching heat from every direction, including from Kehlani herself. It all started with one unfiltered, wild IG live where Chrisean dropped a bombshell. Don't let that sweet girl image fool y'all. Kehlani been smashed Blueface more than once. Fans weren't sure, was it shade, a joke, or pure chaos? But Kehlani wasn't laughing. She went straight to Twitter. Don't throw dirt when you ain't even cleaned your own house. Focus on Junior. He needs a mother, not a microphone. That tweet blew up instantly. Retweets flying, screenshots everywhere. Even Blueface's ex Jaden chimed in with emojis and a yikes. But Kehlani didn't stop there. Insiders said she had DMs, screenshots, studio use tumps, even a private voice note proving Chrisean's rant wasn't true. It was deflection because here's the real story most people missed. Kehlani was never part of Chrisean and Blueface's mess. She kept her lane peaceful, private, respected. But one night, a random studio session changed everything. Kehlani and Blueface booked in the same LA recording complex. Different rooms, same night. Sources said they crossed paths in the hallway. Quick what's up, nothing more, but for Chrisean, that was enough. Insecure about Blueface's industry, link-ups hearing he crossed paths with Kehlani lit a fire. Allegedly, she told her circle, I don't care how classy she act, they all the same. Then came the spark. Kehlani posted a carousel on IG studio pics, dim lights, candles, crystals, and one blurry hoodie-wearing figure in the corner. Fans zoomed in. Wait, is that Blueface? That's when the internet went wild. Blogs reposted new collab, or new couple. And Chrisean spiraled cryptic tweets like, pretty girls be the dirtiest. I said what I said. Then came the now IG live, emotional and messy. Y'all really believe these peaceful industry girls ain't smashing behind the scenes? She ain't no saint. Kehlani stayed silent, until yesterday. That's when she dropped the now viral tweet. I don't respond. Two clowns. But when they start using my name to distract from their own parenting, I gotta say it loud. Focus on Junior. Floodgates opened. Chrisean fired back with rage-filled stories. Kehlani reposted fan tweets praising her maturity. Then, private group chat screenshots leaked where Chrisean allegedly admitted, I should have posted the full pic of her in blue, but I held back. What a full pic exists? That's where curiosity exploded. Was there really something between Kehlani and Blueface? Or is this just another toxic cycle? Then Kehlani had enough. After days of silence, she posted her own proof. Surgical precision, a 12-second screen recording on IG story. Caption, y'all love a messy fairy tale. Here's the reality. In the video, a time-stamped DM from Blueface to Kehlani 3 days before the studio night. It read, respect what you stand for. No BS. Just music, if you're down. I'll keep it clean. No flirting. No hidden links. Just business. And just like that, the narrative flipped. Now the question isn't about Kehlani and Blueface anymore. It's about image, insecurity, and the lines between truth and clout-chasing. What do y'all think? Was Chrisean projecting her own fears? Did Kehlani handle it the right way? Should private DMs even get posted like that? Drop your thoughts in the comments, like, share, and subscribe, because trust me, this story's not done. And next time, it might get even messier. Kehlani replied, appreciate the love, but let's not feed the gossip. Energies to messy right now. All love, though. Boom. Within minutes, social media exploded. Kehlani had just exposed Chrisean's entire storyline as fiction. No flirting, no smash, not even a follow back. She'd turned him down with love before that studio session even happened. Twitter went crazy, so Chrisean made all that up. Kehlani handled it with grace and still cleared the room. This is how you respond without screaming classy and deadly. But Kehlani wasn't done. She followed it up with a second story, a screenshot of her phone's gallery. At the top, folder titled, False Narratives. She didn't open it. She didn't have to. That one image said everything. And the industry noticed. Artists started chiming in. Shaw tweeted, these girls be attacking peaceful women cause they can't control their own storm. Tinish reposted Kehlani's story. Protect your peace and your screenshots. Now, all eyes turned to Blueface, because if Kehlani was telling the truth, why was Chrisean saying the opposite? That night, Blueface went live. He looked half annoyed, half amused, sipping from a red cup, shirtless, as usual, clearly high. Look y'all, keep asking. So I'ma say it one time, me and Kehlani never happened. I tried to work, she curved it, that's all. But I ain't mad, it's real, she groaned. And y'all need to stop bringing her into Chrisean's baby mama drama. The comments went wild. Chrisean lied. This man just exposed his own girl. Kehlani said nothing and still got dragged. But what shook everyone? Blueface didn't defend Chrisean. He didn't say she was confused. He just shrugged her off. That sent Chrisean into full panic mode. Within an hour, she was back on IG crying, pacing, yelling at her phone. So now y'all, trying to paint me crazy. That man ain't tell you the whole truth. Why he show up to Kehlani's show then? Why he posts her lyrics on his story that night? She was spiraling against luring words, saying she was done protecting everybody. Then she did the unthinkable. She went live with Junior in the background. Fans lost their minds. Put the baby down. This ain't it. Go offline. Girl, protect your child, not your ego. The internet turned fast. Even loyal fans switched sides. A viral tweet hit 1.2 million views in under 3 hours. Kehlani tried to walk away peacefully. Chrisean turned it into a public breakdown with a baby caught in the middle. This isn't entertainment. It's dangerous. And that's when the twist hit. A fan account dropped an old clip from 2022 for any of this drama. In it, Chrisean was joking with Blueface in the car, saying, "If I ever see you around Kehlani, I'ma key your car. I don't trust them sweet girls." The video resurfaced instantly. Fans realized this wasn't new. Chrisean had been obsessing over Kehlani for a long time. And Kehlani, she posted one last tweet before logging off. Lesson of the week. When people project pain, don't absorb it. Pray for them, but protect your peace harder. Mic drop. Exit stage left. But the war wasn't over. Sources said. Chrisean was prepping a full sit-down interview to clear the air and reclaim her name. Title: The Truth About Me, Kehlani, and My Baby Daddy. And guess who was hosting it? Jason Lee. The promo alone had fans holding their breath. Dim lights, throne chair, Chrisean in full glam, trying to look composed. But anyone who knows her knew this wasn't confidence. It was damage control. From the first minute the cracks showed. Jason opened light. "You've been trending for straight days. Why speak now?" Chrisean paused, looked down, muttered, "Because I got tired of people making me look crazy." But Jason wasn't letting her off easy. "Weren't you the one who said Kehlani smashed Blueface? Do you still stand by that?" That's when the spiral started again. The question wasn't even shouted. It wasn't hostile. It was just there, calm, pointed, designed to push a response. But for her, it might as well have been a grenade. "I ain't say she smashed him like for real," she said, voice already faltering. Her fingers tugged at the hem of her sleeve, pulling the thread until it threatened to unravel completely. "I just meant, she's not innocent. She acts like she's better than people like me." Jason blinked slowly, leaning in just enough to keep the tension simmering. "So, you're saying it wasn't true?" Another pause. The kind of pause that lives in the middle of a truth you don't want to say. "I mean, maybe not that, but still." She had energy. "I didn't." That was it. One clip, one sentence, and the internet dragged her into orbit. "So you lied because you didn't like her vibe? Girl, just say you were jealous and move on." The comments came fast, too fast. Screenshots, reaction videos, side-by-side clips of Kehlani looking radiant at some industry event while she, in contrast, stumbled through interviews with a clouded stare. Threads unraveled on social media dissecting every nuance. Her tone, her language, her body language. She knew she was lying. Someone tweeted, accompanied by a zoomed-in still of her blinking too hard, as if that was definitive proof. It didn't take long for the story to evolve. Now it wasn't just about Kehlani or Blueface. It was about her credibility, her character. People dug up old interviews, vague tweets, blurry photos of her looking out of place at events. Strangers built entire TikTok essays around the idea that she had been faking authenticity the whole time. And maybe, in some ways, they weren't entirely wrong. But it didn't feel like that when she said it. Back then, it wasn't about bringing someone down for no reason. It was frustration. It was standing in the same room as someone who shined effortlessly while she struggled just to hold herself together. It was late nights, staring at her phone, scrolling through Kehlani's perfect posts, wondering how someone could float through the same industry and not drown. She hadn't even realized how far things had gotten until Jason asked her that question. Watching the replay later, she saw it. The exact second her face shifted, her eyes darted sideways, the corner of her mouth twitched. That was the moment people latched onto. But context doesn't matter on the internet. Intent gets eaten alive by clips trimmed down to 10 seconds. The thing was, she didn't hate Kehlani, not really. She didn't even know her like that. They'd been in the same green room once, maybe twice. Shared a nod, a forced smile. Enough to say they'd met, but not enough to matter. It wasn't personal. It was projection. Insecurity, weaponized, against someone who had nothing to do with it. That's the part no one talks about. How easy it is to blur the line between fact and feeling when you're living in a constant performance. When the world expects you to have an opinion, to say something spicy, to be part of the never-ending conversation, because silence doesn't get clicks. She sat alone in her apartment now, watching the backlash unfold in real time. Her name was trending, but not for anything she'd want. Her phone lit up with texts from people she barely spoke to anymore. "You good? Maybe lay low for a few days." Her publicist sent a drafted apology, something bland and polished. "I deeply regret my previous comments and want to clarify." She stared at it, thumb hovering over the send button. But the truth was, she wasn't sure if she regretted it, not in the way people expected. She regretted getting caught, sure, regretted that it spiraled. But the feeling underneath that itch, that quiet resentment, was still there. It didn't go away just because it blew up. Later that night, she opened her own live stream. No publicist, no PR team, just her face and grainy front camera lighting. "I don't know if this even matters," she said, voice raw from hours of silence. "But I didn't say what I said because I hate Kehlani, or because I wanted to hurt her." She took a shaky breath, glancing down at the chat that scrolled too fast to read. "I said it because I was tired of feeling like I wasn't enough, like everyone else had something I didn't. And maybe that's not an excuse, it's definitely not, but that's the truth." For a moment, she just sat there, letting the silence stretch. No curated image. No defensive posture. Just her, stripped down to the uncomfortable middle ground between apology and confession. And in that moment, she realized something else. There would be no clean fix. No perfectly worded statement that put things back where they were. Once the internet decided who you were, it rarely lets you rewrite the script. But maybe that was okay too. Maybe letting people see the cracks was better than pretending they weren't there. "I said what I said," she finished quietly, "but I'm not proud of it." She ended the live without waiting for the comments to catch up. But the interview wasn't done. Jason had one more card to play. He leaned forward. "What if I told you your mic picked up more than you realized?" Chrisean froze. Jason played a clip, recorded minutes before the interview started. Chrisean pacing, talking to her stylist, not realizing her mic was already hot. "I know Kehlani ain't do nothing, but if I don't say something, they gon' say I folded." The room went silent. Jason leaned back. "So again, do you stand by your claims?" Chrisean looked like a ghost. Jaw clenched, tears forming. "I was angry, okay. I felt like nobody ever picks me. Everyone sees me as the crazy one. So yeah, I lashed out. I said something I shouldn't have." Just like that, the internet delivered its final verdict. Reddit threads: Chrisean just ended her own career in one interview. Kehlani ain't even move and still won. Twitter trending. Hashtag apologize to Kehlani. Hashtag Chrisean caught lying. Hashtag Kehlani cleared with silence, but just when you thought it was over. Kehlani's team dropped the final blow, a formal PR statement. At no point did Kehlani Parrish engage in any inappropriate relationship with Blueface. She was contacted for a music collaboration and respectfully declined. The harassment she's faced is undeserved. Ms. Parrish will not be speaking further on this topic as her integrity speaks for itself. And attached, a screenshot of Kehlani's block contacts list. Christian's number right at the top, timestamped. Blocked before the drama even began. The fans went wild. She'd been blocked, this girl, before she even started lying. Kehlani knew. Kehlani saw it all coming and still said nothing. That's queen behavior. Chrisean just fumbled her own bag trying to tear down someone who never even touched her. Meanwhile, Blueface posted a single tweet. "Y'all still believe everything she say? Yup, that's your co-parent." And now VH1 producers are allegedly reviewing Chrisean's reunion scenes. Sponsorship deals paused. Her stylist reportedly quit. Brands that once offered her baby care endorsements pulling out, because at this point, it's no longer funny. It's not even petty. It's dangerous, weaponizing lies, dragging other women. With your own child caught in the middle. The final twist, Jason Lee announced officially that Kehlani would not be responding, appearing, or retaliating. She's done. She's elevated. She's out. Kehlani said everything without saying much. The silence was deafening. And Chrisean was left alone in the noise. The moment Jason Lee dropped that hot mic recording, the internet exploded. It was like the world finally got permission to say what everyone had been thinking. Chrisean lied, and Kehlani was the target. Within 10 minutes, #Kehlani cleared was trending #1 worldwide. Thousands of creators jumped online. TikTok, lives, Twitter threads, YouTube breakdowns. One viral TikTok, 6.2 million views in 3 hours. This girl fumbled a brand, a baby legacy, and basic public respect over jealousy. Reddit thread title, How Chrisean Turned a DM into a Downfall. A timeline of lies. Even Chrisean's loyal fans started switching up. I was rooting for her cause she's a mom now, but this ain't it. Kehlani didn't even speak until she was cornered. That's grace under fire. Dragging another woman just cause you feel unseen. Nah sis. But the wildest twist came from Blueface's ex Jaden. Alexis, she went live. No filter, no warning. Laughing, sipping Casamigos, told y'all she messy. She beefing with ghosts at this point. Kehlani ain't even know she existed till last week. Then boom, Jaden dropped a freestyle on her IG story. It went crazy. Token Kehlani when your diaper ain't changed. Mad at the mirror cause the fame rearranged blocked before the beef now. That's embarrassing trying to smash careers, when your own still vanishing. Over 3.1 million views in 6 hours. Twitter reposted it, TikTok remixed it. Fans crowned Jaden the unexpected winner of the entire saga. She read Chrisean without yelling once. Bars for the baby mama Olympics. How's the ex more composed than the current? Meanwhile, the industry divided fast. Team Kehlani, y'all better leave Kehlani alone. She's peace, not passive. Summer Walker reposted false narratives story with a single word. Real. Tayana Taylor. It's giving disparate energy. Leave real women out. Team Chrissy and barely. No jumper tried defending her. Everyone makes mistakes. The pressure on young moms is insane. Blueface's weird cousin again. Y'all act like Kehlani ain't industry too. Twitter wasn't having it. Who even gave this man a mic? Even podcast hosts jumped in. Joe Budden Chrisean went from lovable chaos to full-on liability. In 48 hours. You don't attack peaceful women for clout, especially, not ones with receipts. Jason Lee, on his own show, this was an execution, but she loaded her own weapon, and the brands, not silent. A baby clothing company pulled out of Chrisean's upcoming collab. We support mothers who uplift, not attack. Spotify quietly removed her podcast pitch from their new Voices program. Meanwhile, Kehlani's streams jumped 47% overnight, fans tagging her in posts, supporting real women. It's not just music, it's integrity. And Chrisean, she posted and deleted a chaotic IG story at 3 a.m. Y'all mad at me, but don't know my pain. I lost everything trying to love that man. And when I tried to speak, y'all told me shut up. Screenshots leaked in minutes. Fans torn between sympathy and exhaustion. We get it sis. But dragging Kehlani wasn't the way. Healing doesn't happen on live. Go journal. Stop treating Instagram like it's therapy. Then came the real cliffhanger. VH1's executive producer posted a tweet quickly deleted. Some cast members gotta take accountability. If we don't reward destruction disguised as drama. Rumors flew. Chrisean's future with the network is in jeopardy. Not officially fired, but definitely frozen. Meanwhile, sources confirmed Kehlani turned down multiple sit-down interviews. She doesn't want to profit off someone else's spiral. But if it keeps going, she will protect herself legally. Lawsuit energy incoming. And while Chrisean was trying to hold on to what was left, Kehlani's latest tweet shut it all down completely. You can't fight peace with noise. K doesn't bend. It lets you burn out. Mic drop again. Chrisean was spiraling. The brands were gone. The fans were gone. Even Blueface had unfollowed her, but she wasn't going down without trying one last swing. She posted a black and white reel on Instagram titled, When They Push You Too Far. Clips of her crying, old videos with Junior, slow zooms on bruises from past fights, all layered over a dramatic R&B beat. Caption, I'm not perfect, but I'm real, and the world will know my side. Uncut, but fans weren't buying it. They called it a guilt trip, a soft rebrand Too little, too late. Then came the real twist. A brand new Instagram page appeared. Username, @voice receipts. No followers. No bio. Just one post. You wanted proof. Here's the conversation. Attached. A voice memo. 5 minutes long. Muffled at first, then clear. Voices: Chrisean, Blueface, and someone else in the room. Chrisean's voice: Kehlani ain't do nothing. Her name makes people listen. This ain't about her. It's about me getting control of the headlines again. You either stay with me on this or stay quiet. Blueface's voice: you trippin'. She ain't even respond to you, and you bringing up her name. That's weak, Chrisean replied. So let it be weak. Weak gets views. The internet collapsed. This wasn't just fake drama. It was planned, manipulated, recorded, receipts live and in full color. The final nail in the coffin. If you'd like, I can help shape this into a full podcast script, video narration, or social media caption format. Let me know how you want to use it.